Okay, hello everyone. So today we can start with a discussion. Uh, I think rest of the people will join very soon. Okay, so in my last theory class, I almost completed the discussion of all the kinds of operators that we are using in our C programming language. Okay, and today I am going to this is your lab, so that's why I'm going to give you some assignments which you can apply whatever we have learned in last couple of classes that you can apply today to do these programs. I think all of the programs which I am going to give you today, I think you can do it by yourself, and there is nothing new which I have already discussed in my theory class. All the programs belongs to use of those techniques, those operators, okay, those variables, all these things. And from the next lab onwards, in next week lab onwards, we are going to start a new topic, that is if else looping or if else branching. Okay, so before I am going to share the today's assignments with you, I want to show you some of the applications which I didn't get enough time in last day to show you regarding operators, that sometimes two or more operators are combined together to produce some sort of important logic. Okay, sometimes two or more operators are combined together to produce some sort of important logic. So what are those, how those combinations happens, that I am going to show you today. First combination that I want to show you, that if we apply more than one expressions, not apply, if we join, try to understand what I'm going to discuss. Okay, if we join more than one expression by logical or operator, then our job is to know how it will behave. Okay, and how it will behave or how it will produce the output, right? As for example, suppose y equals to expression 1 followed by a logical or operation, then expression, okay, 2. Okay, so if this scenario is coming in front of you, and if you are asking to find out the value of y, okay, then how we can go with this option? As for example, let me give you one example. Suppose I have defined, আচ্ছা আমি compiler এক্সাম্পলটা করেছি, let's check it out. Suppose this is the scenario. Okay, this 3-line course is a scenario. Integer x equal to 5. I have taken x as a variable whose value is 5. Y equal to 0, a and b. So total 4 local variables I have declared and defined here, right? Now in the next line, you can understand this line is equivalent to this line, right? All of you agree with it? So a equal to plus y is one expression, logical or plus x. So actually we are combining here the logical or operator along with the increment operator, pre-increment operator. In last class I clearly discussed about the pre-increment and post-increment. Okay, so here we are trying to combine the logical or operations operator along with the two pre-increment operators, right? Now can anyone tell me what will be the output of this skin of this expression if I'm going to print the variable a in the next line? Can anyone tell me what may be the output in this case?
A will be 6 and sorry, A will be 1 and and
I just print only one variable, that is a. I didn't print any other variable. What will be the output of a?
One.
1. How did you get 1?
Sir, it will be 0.
0. Okay. Some of you are telling 1, some of you are telling 0. Okay, let me tell you the logic first. Okay, show you the output first. Then I'm telling you the logic. So the output of A that you are received here, that is 1. Okay, not 0. How it will come? So as per this concept, it will say that if first expression, everyone can write it down. If first expression, okay, expression is true, if first expression is true, then it never checks the next expression. In case of logical OR, if first expression is true, then it will never check the next expression, right? If the first expression is true, then it will never check the next expression. So I have given that in this scenario I have given the value of y is 0. Then while I am doing this operation plus y, the y becomes 1. The y will be changed from 0 to 1, is incremented by 1. So the first expression is true. Okay, so it will never check the second expression. That means plus x, it will never checks. It will simply skip that second expression. So within A, it actually assign the value of y. So that's why we will receive the output 1. Okay, as a output of A, as a value of A. Now we will do the same operations for logical AND operator, not logical OR. So instead of logical OR, I'm using here logical AND. This is the coding example. B equal to minus y, and means logical AND plus x. Can anyone tell me what will be the output of this one? I'm making the previous 2 line as a command line. What will the output of this one?
So -1.
If I am using logical 1, not -1. Anyone else? It is just working opposite of a logical OR function. It is just working opposite of logical OR function. So what is logical OR function? I told that if the first expression is true, then it never checks the next expression, right? So in case of logical AND, it will works like this. If the first expression is false, then it never checks the next expression. Okay, and if the first expression is true, then it will check the next expression. So just opposite, it's just opposite of logical OR, logical AND is working. If the first expression is false, then it never checks the next expression, or you can say the second expression, whatever you say. So in this case, whether the first expression is true or false, can anyone tell me? The value of y is 0. I have made it command line. The value of y is 0.
False.
So minus y means what?
0 false.
Okay, let me execute this code first. What value it will receive? It will receive 1. Okay, it will receive 1. That means the first expression is false. The first expression is false, not false. Actually, if you receive the first expression value as 0, then it becomes false. If you receive the first expression value as 0, then it becomes false. I had make this first 2 line as a command line. That's why it gives true. That means it gives the value of 1. It gives a value of 1. But the thing is that here if we make the previous 2 line as a command line, and if we omit the command line of the previous 2 one, so at the end of this statement, the value of y becomes 1. Okay, so here the y value will be interpreted as 1, not 0. The y value will be interpreted as 1. So minus 1 means what? 0. So now the first
0.
expression becomes false. Right now, the value of the b should be 0. Let's check it out. Okay. Why it becomes 0? Because at the end of this first expression print, the value of y is 1. Now in the next expression, in case of b equal to minus minus y, logical and plus plus y. So this minus minus y means now y becomes 0. From 1, y becomes 0. 0 means false. So it supports the first condition. So if the expression is false, then it never checks the second expression. So it will never check the second expression if the expression is false. Okay. But the thing is that if I will do in this way, suppose the value of y is 1, 2. Suppose the value of y is 2. Can anyone tell me what will be the value of b? Now we will achieve. Any one of you?
Sir, 1.
1 and
Sir, 2.
6.
Sir, 2.
Not 2. Okay. Let me apply
Sir,
the
1.
logic. Let me apply the logic. Y is 2 right now. I have made this 2 line comment line. So y does not change its value. Okay. So y is stick with its initial value. Y is 2, right? So 2 comes here. So minus minus 2 means what? 1. So 1 means what? The first expression is false or true? 1 means what?
True.
First expression is false or true? True. So it should go into the next expression. So that means plus plus x. So plus plus x means 6. So b should be assigned with the value of 6. In my logic, I think it should be 6. Let's check it out. It gives 1. The first one is true. Okay, the first one is true. I'm printing the value of b, right? So it gives 1. Why it gives 1? Because 2 is there. 2 means minus minus y. That means 1. B becomes 1. So 1 logical and plus plus x. 1 logical and plus plus x. That means if the first expression is true, okay, if the first expression is false, then it never checks the next expression. So here, if 1 is there, that means the first expression is true. So then it will check the next expression. Next expression is also true. Okay, plus plus x means what? Next expression is also true. So it will actually store 1. Okay, if so logical and means if both the expression are true, then it will store 1, not 6. I was wrong. Logical expressions means this logical operator means if both the expression are true, then only it will store the true value to the assigned variable, that is b. So this expression is true. Plus plus expression is also true. That's why it gives a value 1 assigned to b. Understood? বুঝতে পারলে? Both the expressions are true. That's why it will assign to b. In case of logical or if any one of the expression is true, then it will give a true value. Okay, then it will assign 1. বুঝতে পারলে? Understood? Let me show you one more example regarding these increment and decrement operations. Okay. Suppose we have defined one variable int c equal to 10, right? And b. These two variables I have defined, right? C and b. And I am doing this operation b equal to plus plus c, then plus again plus plus c. Okay. Now print f, print the value of c. right? Now,
Sir,
print the value of both C and B. Both value I am going to print. Okay, so can anyone tell me what will be the values of these two? C and B.
The C will be 12 and B will be 23.
C will be
12.
12
12.
and B will be 23. Is it everyone agree with it? Is everyone agree with it? C is 12, B
Yes,
is
sir.
23.
Yes, sir.
How it came? So C is 10, is initial value of C is 10. So in the first expression, plus plus C. So we have to give a space between these operations, because this plus plus and this plus plus, if you are not giving space, then this plus plus and this plus plus will become same. So it will give an error. That's why you have to give space. So first we'll check the output. 12, 24. So 23 is not there. Why it is 24? Why it is not given 23? Actually, the thing is that in this kind of actually in such kind of compiler, we should not execute our code in the form of increment decrement operations. Actually, this compiler, I have told that it actually varies. Actually, the logic that we are learning, it is totally based on that ANSI C standard. Okay, it is totally based on that ANSI C standard, and this compiler does not follow ANSI C standard properties. So that's why this compiler has its different properties to follow about the increment and decrement operation. That's why the logic will not be matched with the output. Okay, so I suggest to everyone not to execute this kind of only increment decrement, this kind of operations in your compiler. Rather, you will do by apply your own logic and do it in pen and paper. That will be better, because we are following the ANSI C, and all these kind of software that we are using, code block or this kind of software, Dev C++, are not following ANSI C standard. That's why the output it executes in different modes. Okay, their definition of increment operator will be different. Okay, that is a real problem. That problem I already faced in last couple of years. Okay, regarding this compiler. If you search in the Google why this compiler Dev C++ will not give a correct increment and decrement operations output, they will also tell you the same answer. Just search it, you will find it out. Why it will not give a correct output, code block or Dev C++ in terms of increment or decrement operator. I have searched it in the Google, because it is not matched with my logic. How 24 came? It will not match with my logic. So let's tell you the logic of this code. So C equal to 10. So in the first case, C becomes 11. In the first case, C becomes 11 here, right? So we will assume that in the first case, C becomes 11 plus, then plus plus C. Okay. So C becomes 11. Both are increment operations. C becomes 11. So 11 plus, again plus plus C means that will be incremented on 11. Okay, because the current value of C is 11. After this statement, the current value of C is 11, right? So 11 will be added, which one more increment on that 11, that is 12. So that's why the value of B becomes 23. Okay, and after the execution, what will the last value of C? 12. So that's why the last value of C is 12. Do you understand? Bujhte parle? Everyone understood this thing? Hello? Everyone understood this thing? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, logically, can anyone tell me these things? C plus 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 C?
10 plus 12.
Sir, can I say?
Yes, bolo.
So B will be
Sir,
21.
first 11 plus 10, 11 plus 11, 22 হবে।
22, sir. Yes, sir.
11 plus 11.
11.
10 plus.
Yes.
10
First
plus
of all,
12
it 10 plus 12.
10,
Yes, sir.
10 plus 12 hobe, not 11. 10,
Yeah.
because it is post increment operations. So 10. Then after assignment, it will be incremented. So 10 plus next one will be pre-increment. So 10 plus 1, 11. So 11, actually 10 plus post increment is 11 plus again one more increment should be 12. So B value should be
22.
12.
22.
Okay, so B value should be 10 plus 12, 22. And C value will be similar. C value will be similar. Okay, because these are post increments. So first 10 will be assigned here. After that, 10 is incremented by 1, that is 11. So in intermediate form, it will be incremented to 11. And that 11 will be again incremented in the next form due to the pre-increment operation, that is 12. So that's why 10 is the first assignment, and after 2 increments, the next assignment will be 12. So 10 plus 12 equal to 22. So you should make your logic strong. Okay, don't depend on this kind of compiler. Okay, I hope this kind of compiler, I hope that if you are running this code in ANSYS standard, in any compiler of ANSYS standard which following the ANSYS standard, I think Turbo C follows some kind of ANSYS standard. I don't know what is the new version of Turbo C, what standard it will follow. I don't have any idea about it. So if you apply this concept to an ANSYS standard compiler, then it will definitely get this output. Okay, so logically we should follow the ANSYS standard. Okay, everyone, we should follow the ANSYS standard because it is standardized. Okay, we should not follow the standard that this kind of compiler will define. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Okay, last thing that I need to discuss, I need to show. Okay, exam e tomare jokhon on campusing hobe, when there is a technical round or in your gate examination, you will find this kind of they will give you this kind of code snippet and ask you to tell you the output. Okay, what will be the output? So by the help of dry logic or by the help of your own logic, you can apply your concept and tell them that this should be the output. Int C equal to A, logical or minus B. Okay, int D equal to A, minus logical and minus B. Printf, we are printing all the variables. Okay, A, comma B, comma C. Sorry, printf variable ache. A, comma B, comma C. Okay. Can anyone tell me what will be the output of this code? It is very easy.
Oh, okay. 1 on 1 and 1 means this is true. C is true, so it is 1. Triple 1.
So he said that all should be 1. A, B, C,
Yeah.
all the values should be 1. Are you agree? All the else of you are agree with it? Everyone else? All should be triple 1. He said the output. Are you agree with it?
No, so 101. It will leaves 101 because last we have used
101
and
ডিটা 0 হবে
হ্যাঁ ডিটা 0 হবে ওটাই
Oh, আমি D-টা print করিনি, sorry. I didn't print D. Let me print a D. Okay.
Yeah, then it will read triple 1 then 0.
Triple 1 and then 0. Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. So C equal to A.
স্যার এ বি 0 এ বি 0
Okay, let's check it out. A and B start with 1. Okay, we should not check with the output of the compiler. Okay, we should check in with our logic of NCC. Okay. A and B start or initialize with the value 1. Okay. Now C equal to A, logical or minus B. So A means 1. So 1 means what? True.
C equal to 1.
So I already
Yes,
told in case of logical or operation, if the first expression is true, then it never checks the second expression, right? So first expression becomes true. So that's why it will never check the second expression. So C becomes what? C becomes
C
what?
becomes 1.
1.
What C becomes
1.
C becomes 1. It is confirmed. Okay. Now come into
Yes.
the next expression, where D is equal to A minus minus and logical and minus minus B. So A minus minus means right now the value of D. What will be the value of D? A minus minus means
It's
1.
still 1. It's
1. And the
still 1. A minus minus
value
1.
of minus minus
Yes.
B means 0. Okay. So this is 1. This is 0. So actually, if it wants, then it should check the next expression in case of logical AND operation. In case of logical AND operation, if the first one is false, then it never checks the next expression. But first one is not false, because if it becomes false, then it becomes 0. But it is not 0. It is 1. Why it is 1? Because it is post increment. So first D will be assigned with 1. Then it will be post incremented. So it becomes 1, and this minus minus B becomes 0. তাই তো?
0. It becomes 0. So D will be
0. So
আরে এটাও 1 হবে বিটাও 0 হবে
0.
so it should be
Beta
look
1.
like this.
yes.
তাই তো?
1 and 0.
So 1 and 0.
Yes.
So 1 and 0 means what? In logical AND operations কি হয়? 1 and 0 means 1 dot 0 means what? 0.
0.
0. So that's why D becomes 0. Clear? Everyone clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now A B. What will be the value of A B? Last value of A B? What will be the last value of A B?
0 0
B is 0 and
A is
Yes,
A?
D is 0 confirm.
A is also 0. Why A is 0? Because this minus minus
Yes,
operation is
yes.
there.
post
after-
increment.
After assignment, then
Yes.
it will be post decrement, right? So that's why A was 1. So after post decrement means A becomes 0. So your output will be 0 0 1 0. এটা আমার ঠিকঠাকই দিচ্ছে এখানে। Okay, 0 0 1 0. Actually এটা তো এই তোমার এটা ঠিকঠাকই আউটপুট দিচ্ছে 0 0 1 0. Okay, clear? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
this sort of code in GATE examinations or in technical round of the on-campusing they will give. Okay, there are lots of codes are available. I already suggest one book to everyone, every one of you for cracking the GATE examination and for appearing for the online interview coding test. You can go for this book. I think I have already suggested. That is Test Your C Skill. Test Your C Skill. Okay, by Yashwant Kanitkar. So these books are available. I think in library. It is also, I think if it is not found in library, then you can get into purchase that book. Okay, so you will have this book is available, and in that book you will find lots of code snippets, and they are discussing about the outputs. Okay, or you can also go through the internet. You will find several documents where code snippets are there. Okay, is it clear to you, everyone? Okay, so I am giving you the assignment today. Okay, everyone check it out. I upload the assignments in your chat box. Okay, someone is asking that whether slash equal to is it an operator? Yes, it's an assignment operator. In last class I already told you that slash equal to is an assignment operator. Slash equal to is an assignment operator. In the last class I have already told you.
স্ল্যাশ
Sir, it
ইকুয়াল
will be
টু
front
নট
slash.
ইকুয়ালস টু সমান তো
Front slash equal to, it means division operation. He is asking whether this is an operator or not. Whether it is an operator. Yes, it is an operator. It is a division assignment operator. Okay, so if we will write these things, int a equal to 8, and we will write a slash equal to 2. What do you mean by that? I have told in the last class. A equals to a slash 2. That is the logic. So if we printf %d comma a, then we will get which value? 4.
Sir, you share the
আপনার
screen.
স্ক্রিন দেখা যাচ্ছে না।
স্যার স্ক্রিনটা শেয়ার করুন।
It isn't visible, sir.
Okay. I just stop the share. Okay. So it will look like this. Okay. Int a equal to 8, a slash equal to 2. So it becomes a equal to a slash 2. I already discussed this is the assignment division operation. This is a special form of assignment operation, you can say. So printf %d a. So if you run this code, it becomes 4. Okay. 8 divided by 2. This operation has been occurred here. Clear or not clear?
স্যার ওটা ব্যাক স্ল্যাশ ছিল, আমি যেটা পাঠিয়েছি।
Backslash, তুমি তো front slash লিখেছো। You have written as front slash, not backslash. This is your chat box. Oh, acha, the backslash. Now, a backslash operator is not there. Backslash is not working. It is not an operator. Okay.
স্যার এটা
Backslash
বইতে
is not-
লেখা আছে।
বইতে কি লেখা আছে? Backslash equal to is an operator.
ইয়েস
Backslash to operator না।
তাহলে backslash equal to operator হলে তো এর আউটপুট নিশ্চয়ই কিছু দেবে। It will give error. Backslash is
আচ্ছা, backslash
generally
তো মানে প্রিন্টে কাজে লাগে।
Yes,
ফ্ল্যাশে এগুলোতে কাজে লাগে।
backslash is generally used for giving a new line. তুমি নিউ লাইন যদি ইউজ করো, এটা একটা স্পেশাল ক্যারেক্টার বলতে পারো, ফর্ম ফিট ক্যারেক্টার। তুমি যদি নিউ লাইন দিতে যাও বা ট্যাব দিতে যাও, তাহলে ট্যাব দিতে গেলে দেন ইউ ক্যান ইউজ দিস ব্যাকস্ল্যাশ টি। ফর নিউ লাইন ইউ ক্যান ফর ট্যাব ইউ ক্যান ইউজ ব্যাকস্ল্যাশ টি। For giving new line you can use backslash n. Okay, so this kind of operations you can do with the help of backslash. Tab means the giving 4 consecutive space, that is called tab. Int b equal to 10. Suppose I am printing both a and b, and with the help of tab, then I can do in this way, comma b. That means if we will check the output, it will give 4 consecutive space in between these two numbers a and b. Okay, that is the job of the tab. And new line job, so everyone knows it, the job of the new line. Okay, is it clear?
স্যার হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ, হ্যালো স্যার,
হ্যাঁ
স্যার
বলো।
হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ
Yes,
গ্রুপে
sir.
একটা ছবি পাঠিয়েছি দেখুন।
Escape sequence.
Okay, I will check it out. Okay, everyone, I am giving you the assignment. Okay, this link will be closed down within 1 minute. Then all of you please join the next link. I am closing down this session. All of you join the next link, and in that link I am giving the assignments of today. Okay.